Hey y'all, welcome back to Faith Budgets. On this channel, I'll be posting videos about how we use the zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off our last debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit the subscribe button and join us on this journey to financial freedom. Hey y'all, today's video will be our debt tracking Thursday to see what kind of payment we were able to do on our debt for this week. My husband and I both work full-time and we get paid weekly, so since we get paid weekly, we try to do a payment on our debt each week along with our regular monthly payment, which is due on the 5th of the month, and then we do any additional extra payments we can do throughout with each week of pay. We do that too. So I do some savings challenges to save some along the way, and I put that towards debt too. So it gives us a little bit more to put towards it weekly. You know, it may not be maybe $40, $20, but it's just a little bit counts. It adds up. So instead of just wasting that money or spending it on something that I don't even remember what I spent on, I can put that towards the debt and hopefully get this knocked out sooner than we were hoping to. Sooner than our date, for sure, that our pay date was. We're hoping to get it paid off, I think, about 2 years early if we stay on track the way we are right now. Welcome back if you're an old subscriber. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. My name's Holly. It's my husband and I. We both work full-time, 40 hours. I'm in medical coding. I work from home. My husband is a utility service worker, and we have 3 kids. I have 2 sons and he has a daughter. My oldest son is in college. He's 21. My youngest son will be graduating high school this year in May. So we're getting ready for all the graduations this month in May. So it's busy, and have a wedding to go to, and then a couple other events in May. It's just gonna be busy, crazy busy. This is my little binder that I use to track our debt. It's an A5 binder. I got it on Amazon. Everything that I use I have in the description below. The links are down there if you're interested in checking anything out. This is from Amy at Dear Debt, the yearly debt payoff tracker. We started at $17,261 in this year at the beginning of 24, and our goal was to pay $8,400 by the end of the year. So this is just a little way to keep track of how much we put towards debt each month. And then here we have the debt payment tracker. Let me zoom you guys in. Here we go. The debt payment tracker. This is the original starting balance where we borrowed it was $21,000. We bought a Honda side by side. It's a it's a 4-door Honda side by side, and it was $21,000. Our minimum payment is $369.98. Interest rate is 5.34%, and the goal payoff date is December 25. I think the actual date that's on the loan papers are 2027. So we will be getting it paid off sooner, hopefully. And as you can see, I do pay on it weekly, just different amounts. We do round up our minimum payment to $400. So the last one was, okay, yeah, 5.3, and I was able to put $200 on it. I think I had to split up the payment in my May budget. It's going to be a little bit less pay than what we normally get due to some lower amounts of overtime. I'm not getting as much overtime, so I did split my payment up so that I can do some payments weekly on it. So I was able to pay $200 there, and that brought it down to, I wrote that down, $14,471 and 78 cents. Okay, so that brings us down to $14,000. Not bad. So let's go over here to our little tracker visual here, and we pay $200. So each icon is worth $210. So we'll just color in one whole one. Not much. But little by little, we will get there. So that's one more off of that. And then the other debt that we have that I just started kind of keeping track of it is the mortgage. I already wrote this on here. Pay it once a month, and the minimum payment on it is $1,648.54. It went up because our escrow went up. So now we're down to $304,004.95. So that makes you sick. I paid this payment $1,600, and it only brought it down $600. We're still early in it. We borrowed it. We refinanced our home in 21 to get this low interest rate of 2.625%, and we purchased some land adjacent to us, and to pay it off in full. I think we already had a loan for it. We paid that loan off and put it all on this, so that the land is paid for in full. And our estimated date to pay this one off is 2051. I hope we get it paid off before then. I'm 46, so I don't want to be paying on it that long. What I'm thinking about doing once we become debt free from this, and I may do one of there's two ways that you can pay a little extra on your mortgage and it not affect your budget too bad. Since we do get paid weekly, or if you're on a bi-weekly payroll, paying your mortgage payment in two payments, half it, like one half at the beginning of the month, one half at the end of the month, or whenever if you're bi-weekly. I'll do it with my two checks, and because I already split mine that way anyway in my budget. If you want to check out my budget with me, I do split our mortgage, but I just let that money sit in the bank for that first paycheck, and then the second paycheck of the month, I pay both. I put both the money that I set aside in those months. I put that, and I pay the mortgage payment at the end of the month for the May 1st payment. So I'm thinking about just going ahead and paying that first. When I'm setting that money aside on that first paycheck of the month, I'm just going to go ahead and pay that on the mortgage, and then pay the other half of it at the end of the month. Either way, it's going to get paid on time. It won't be late. I'll pay the first half at the first of the month, pay the second half at the end to meet the due date. And if you do the calculations, it will end up being one whole payment extra by the end of the year, because it is 26 payments instead of 12. So it's 26 half payments instead of 12 full payments, if that makes sense. Just kind of run your numbers and you can follow it out. Because when you get paid bi-weekly, you get paid 26 times out of the year. So that's those magic months that come in there. So it might affect that just a little bit, but once I get on the routine of it, I think it'll be okay. So, but I'm not sure if I want to do that until I get this paid off or not, the Honda. And then another way they said to add $100 to your payment each month. So I could do 50 and 50 for those payments, my half payments. I don't know if I'll do that yet, or I may do one or the other, and then add the other one on after I get the debt paid off. But it's just a way to knock off years from your mortgage. I mean, I think it was 9 years it knocked off by doing the bi-monthly payments. So it's worth it to me, even if it was 5 years, 4 years, whatever. I think that's worth it. When you look at it, I don't even want to do that. If I figured this up to see how much we would actually pay for our home after, paying all the interest and everything. And we have a really good interest rate, 2.625% is what our interest rate is. And just think, what if it, interest rate is like near 10%, how much you're having to pay on that large amount. I'm glad we got this interest rate. I'm very thankful for that. But I do want to try to get it paid off sooner. I want to be able to retire and not have a mortgage payment. So I'm hoping that we can get that knocked out. We would like to rebuild again and, make some equity, get some make some money from this, selling this home, but right now it's not worth it to have to borrow money again. We can never get that interest rate. So we're just kind of going to stick around here for a little bit and just see how things go after, you know, just watch and see what the economy does and see if we ever get any interest rates near that or not. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Oh, let's color in the little tracker for the house. It should be half of one here, yeah. About half a house. Each time I do a payment, it equals about half of these. And I got a headache today. Woo! I'm just gonna take my glasses off. I can see up close pretty good, and I just need my glasses to see far away. And if I'm reading a lot or working on my computer a lot, I don't really need my glasses when I'm close, and I think it's giving me a headache today. And it may be this weather. We're in Tennessee. We've had some crazy weather. We had storms last night and tornadoes and scaring us all to death. So I hope everyone stayed safe. I hope no one had too much damage. I think it was several states that it affected. So some tornadoes touched down and some really bad thunderstorms, wind. And now we're in the flood warnings, which we're up high where we live, a high elevation in our county, probably the highest in our county. So we are lucky on that part that we're not around flood zones or creeks, or, you know, we're up above all that. So, but I do worry about everyone else that's having to, my husband's been out working in it, but having to, you know, do cleanups and trees falling on your homes, and I've seen a lot of that, a lot of wind damage. So I hope everyone stays safe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. This is all on this one. Next one I will be doing freebie Fridays and do some savings challenges to see if we can complete some of those and put towards our debt. So thank you guys for watching, and come back and watch some more videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.